Question 17. Miss Wigginson decided to survey a sample of 10% of the students at her school. The school enrolment is shown in the table. She surveyed the same number of students in each year group. How would the numbers of students surveyed in Year 10 and Year 11 have changed if Miss Wigginson had chosen to use a stratified sample based on year groups? The first thing to determine is the sample size. We know Miss Wigginson decided to survey a sample of 10% of the students at her school. We also know from the enrolment table there are 1,200 students at the school. So the sample size is given by 10% of 1,200, or 10% times 1,200, which gives 120. So 120 students in total were surveyed. Now it's also given that she surveyed the same number of students in each year group. From the enrolment table, we can deduce that there are 6 year groups. So if 120 students in total were surveyed and an equal number of students were chosen from each year group, irrespective of the size of each year group, then the number of students chosen per year group is given by 120 divided by 6, which equals 20 students surveyed per year group. And I've written that here. Now the question is, how would the numbers of students surveyed in Year 10 and Year 11 have changed if Miss Wigginson had chosen to use a stratified sample based on year groups? A stratified sample is a type of sample where the number of students chosen from each year group is in proportion to the size of that year group. So in other words, the larger the year group, the greater the sample size that should represent that particular year group. Now, if 10% of the students at her school were surveyed, that implies that 10% of each year group should be surveyed for a stratified sample. So we're interested in the number of students that should be chosen for Year 10 and Year 11 if a stratified sampling system was used. So the Year 10 cohort is 230 students and the Year 11 cohort is 150 students. Currently, she chose 20 from each cohort. That means that Year 10 is underrepresented and Year 11 is overrepresented. So if a stratified sampling system was used, 10% of 230 students should be chosen for Year 10 and 10% of 150 students should be chosen for Year 11. So 10% of 230 is 23 and 10% of 150 is 15. So 23 students should have been chosen from Year 10 and 15 students should have been chosen from Year 11 instead of 20 students each. So the number of students chosen from Year 10 will increase and the number of students chosen from Year 11 will decrease if a stratified sampling system was used. Therefore, the answer is option C.